All right, Sunday afternoon. It is a warm and humid day, and other than other people rummaging through this, I really don't see anything. I've already checked that box over there and it's empty, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything in this. All right, so I jumped in anyway because even though I checked the one box, there's a couple more here. And yeah, they're just empty. This one as well, other than here's a cord at least, so I'll grab that. This one had, that's just junk. This tubing, this one is empty as well. And so one of these I'd already checked. Yeah, so those are all empty. It's pretty obvious other people have been rummaging through here, but there really hasn't been anything new. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so, well, there's some scrap already. A couple of small pieces. Just take out the box, pick through that. I got to get that. Pull that out before I jump in there, but I think I need to jump in this one. And yeah, so I think the wire's probably going to be in this. So yeah, I'll grab that. Then there's these large pieces. Unfortunately, I did not empty my bed completely because I wasn't sure what I'd find, and I didn't want to put that stuff back in tomorrow when I run out to dump it off. So that could be a bad decision. All right, so this is completely coated in this black dust. I'm not jumping in here. Yeah, just not gonna do it. Those are empty anyway, and that's also empty. So I'll see what I can get from that side, but yeah, I'm just not dealing with all that dust. I think it's from this. Yeah, look at that. So I'm not even touching that. Nope. I don't think that's gonna happen. Down in here, nothing. Nothing. Oh man, I see a pipe or something way in the bottom. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'll take a quick look, see if there's anything, but other than that one pipe, that's all I see. I'm not digging through all this to get to that. Yeah, it's really nasty. Okay. So this one. Trash. A lot of trash down in here as well. Pallets. So the last time I picked up one of those, it was actually steel. It's not aluminum. It feels like office trash. And just cardboard boxes back there. Yeah, I was kind of excited when I saw how full these were, but they really are. I mean, I'll grab that filter, but as far as I can see, everything is just cardboard, empty boxes, and these wood pallet things. More of the same of this stuff. Don't see any wire boxes. Nothing back there, that's just rope. This dumpster's just always full of styrofoam and packing material. And just to look, nothing more. Yeah, a little bit more metal in there, but more trash than metal, but. All right, so let me, which one of these, this one here I was gonna jump in, so I'll jump in this one and see what we got available. So after I took that one piece out, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot, maybe a little, just bits of metal, a little piece of wire, this. So yeah, there's wire in that. I'll take the... Sorry, my camera was full, so it shut off on me in the middle there. So I just pulled up this piece, and that was pretty much it in here. I see a little piece of metal here, so I'll take that. That's actually brass or copper on that, so yeah. I have a feeling that mattress is going to be there for a very, very long time. I still can't open that door. And on this side, just junk. Nasty junk, actually. Yeah, that box does not want to move. There might be something in it, but nope. Sorry, Dave. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna take, looks like the one letter broke, but I will take the O. People like to buy stuff like that, so let's take a look at that. All right, so that's actually just plastic, and it's damaged. That's a bummer. Oh, if it was metal, I would have taken it, but and that's just coax. That's not worth anything. Empty box shoes or boots, and one piece of metal there. Piece of metal there, and a large screw. Pretty much it in here. In here, just office trash. And more office trash. Yeah, some more plastic letters, but nothing there. And this is just all cardboard. Let's take a look at the hidden dumpsters. There's quite a bit to go through here. I'm gonna have to jump in there and start looking around. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that dish, may as well, and that grate. Because of security, I can't film all this again. The GoPro is gonna come in really handy for this. It's coming. But for now, I just got to get the job done and see what I can find. All right, so here's a string that I only hit on usually just a Sunday. Just too much activity any other day. And looks like, yeah, just a bunch of cardboard and trash. Alright, in this one, looks like we got some bamboo, but they went ahead and cut everything off. I don't know if it's just to make it fit in more room or so that people don't grab them. Maybe you can regrow some of this stuff, I don't know, but I always check it out. I always think it's kind of interesting to see what's in here. So, this one, oh, popcorn. Lots of popcorn, look at that. Whole bag I could get. And I wonder if, is that good for birds and animals to eat or not? I don't know. I think they'd eat that. Do they eat that? I'm going to take the bag anyway and see if they do. Feed that to the squirrels and the birds. I'll look it up first and make sure, but why let it go to waste? And I do have a heavy piece of metal, something here. So I'll grab that, one of the bags of popcorn, and that's it in this dumpster. So all the open tops, or both of them, that I found all that really heavy pipe in is gone. And this is all that's left. And other than that little piece of metal down there, nothing. All right, so take a look at that. Office chairs, I don't know what I'm gonna do because they're really not that full of metal. I don't know if they're gonna give me a hassle for bringing a bunch. I don't think I'm gonna deal with a lot of those. Printers, no. I will try out the Genie 5-gallon. There's some cords here. We've got metal strips down here. And then we've got server tower, it looks like. So I'll take this for sure. That's going to go on first. I do see a metal chair there, and so this side won't even open. It's so full. I don't know what I'm going to do. These metal chairs take up so much room, just because of the shape. I'm gonna have to get up there and see what maybe I can pull out from the top. I'm definitely not emptying this dumpster just to get to whatever's underneath. That's a bummer, but at least, I mean, these things have got some weight to them. That's might be aluminum. I think that's an aluminum base. So actually this might all be aluminum, so that's a nice little score. But I'll take what I can fit. I can't fit a whole lot just because I didn't unload the truck before I came out. So that's what it looks like now. Let's get to it. That bag looked kind of interesting, almost like a pantry clean out. So there might be some cords in there, some, I don't know, coffee pots, things like that. So I just threw the whole thing in there. So I'm completely out in the open here, so I don't know when I'm going to get kicked out, but this is what I'm looking at. So you've got all the chairs, some light metal, but to go through this whole thing just to get that out, I don't think I'm going to do that. I did just pull a microwave. That thing is really heavy, and so is that, so I'm going to take those. I'll pull a couple of cords off of some of these things. I'll check what's in these bags, but just wanted to show you what it looked like down here. A lot of open space and just a lot of a tangled mess, and I can't fit it all anyway, so it's not really worth the effort. But as you can see, I've already got a bunch piled up over there. So what I'm going to do is reorganize the truck a little bit and get all this stuff on, and then from there figure out what else I can fit. But for now, I need to get what I've already took out on the truck. right, still have room, so I'm gonna grab a couple of more chairs. So I actually did try to film going back in here and taking out some stuff, but I didn't hit the button. But anyway, I only grabbed a few more pieces of metal and a few more cords. I could not get any chairs out of there, which I wanted to do, unless I took everything off the top. And even then they were all intermingled, and it was probably more hassle than it's worth. So for that reason, it's staying. These chairs here, I checked them out. They're all wood bases. There's not enough metal on those to justify taking them, especially with the shred that I already have to take to the dumpster. I got as much metal out of here as I could. The one piece is stuck. I can't get that out. That's plastic and wood. And then I cut the cord off of that, and I'll clean up a little bit more around here since I was rummaging through, even though I probably left it better than when I found it. I'll go ahead and do that anyway. But yeah, so that's it. Ended up being a decent amount of aluminum and all this steel on the chairs and other things that I threw in there. A lot of shred stuff and some cords, so not too bad. I'll have to strap this down before I get on the highway, bounce around here in this complex first, and then head out. All right, next section. So fortunately, all that what you saw back there means that place is clearing out and they're done. So that is yet another business that's moving out and that I won't be able to collect industrial and other kind of trash from. So it's kind of a bummer, really. I mean, it's happening all over the place and kind of stinks. So all of this stuff has been picked through already. It's just all wet mess. Yeah, same thing on this side. Nothing. You know what? I'm trying to remember if I threw that out last time and actually left that there. I may have. I don't usually do stuff like that. I don't like leaving crap around, so I'm gonna grab this, put it where I can't miss it, and it's full too. So that was a big oops on my part. Let's check this one here. There's only a couple more after this one, other than that one big score, which isn't going to be a big score anymore. Oh man. I don't like taking this stuff, but there's copper down there. I don't know if I want to. I don't take the ladders because of all the fiberglass on it. Maybe I'll take a few sections, but there's metal down there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to film getting in this one because it's just too much of a mess. But yeah, I'll go ahead and grab what I can. I'll show you what I got. Alright, so I could not get that out. These pallets they won't budge at all. Actually, I tried moving them and they won't budge. I even got in to do it. So I can't get that. I did manage to get this cool galvanized box with this copper handle. That is all full of a couple of boxes of screws and other miscellaneous hardware, and then there's metal inside those cardboard pieces. Stuff here, you can see that. And I might take a couple of these aluminum rails or ladder pieces, I don't know. But as far as everything else, it looks like I pretty much cleared out. I did see I missed a little piece in there. It's like, it's just a clamp. So what I've already got to carry back to the truck, I think that's it. All right, so this is the electrical plug dumpster, and yeah, this looks like it did when I went through it, so yeah, I don't think there's really gonna be much in here. I'll jump in real quick and film if there's anything, but I doubt it. All right, so oh man, I did not want to deal with little stuff, but there's good plates like this. Unfortunately, there's no boxes in here to put anything in. Yeah, look at all this stuff. I'm gonna have to jump out and grab a bag. Yeah, So I don't want to move it around too much because that'll knock that down. There's a plate there. So it looks like lots of little tidbit stuff. Nothing. I don't think I need to keep filming through picking out all this little stuff, but that looks like it's all it's going to be. And some, that's full protein, apples, and cinnamon. There's a whole box, but yeah, I need to grab a bag. That's just all plastic containers, a couple of these Creston things. Oh my goodness, so much hardware. So yeah, I'll grab a bag and I'm just gonna pick this up as quick as I can. You don't need to see all that, I don't think. All right, so here is what I got, and we're gonna go through all this stuff here. I really don't feel up to it right now unloading all this, but it feels very ominous outside. The weather is a little off. It feels very comfortable, but you can feel something's coming. And it is probably a cold front because we are getting more rain tomorrow, which is a huge pain, especially for me to get all my scraps sorted, which desperately needs to be done. So we're gonna go through all this quick, like I just mentioned, and then I'll get the truck unloaded and show you what all that looks like as well. So to start with, that pair of dumpsters that had all the security stuff in it, that's all I found. Just a little bit of wire, no doorbell cameras or anything like that. I went through most of what was in there and it came up short, so just a couple of pounds of wire. So this one here was that green dumpster, and I found things, you know, certain things were just heavy, so I just grabbed them, and I don't know if this is a return unit or anything like that. So what I'll do is, more than likely there's going to be too much iron in this to try to separate, so I'll probably just sell that as aluminum breakage. These things here are still new in the box. I'll have to take a look at these and see if they are worth anything. It looks like they've been sitting on a shelf for quite a while, so maybe there's a need for these on eBay. Somebody wants them, I don't know, but I've got like 4 of these things, so those are new in the package. And then, you know, just batteries and all sorts of little stuff that I just dumped in here. Most of that is all magnetic. I got a cord, but the reason that I grabbed the whole bucket was because of this. So 2 of these at the bottom, and it's got all those screws in it. So I love having stuff like this. I probably won't keep the box. I'll go through it, pick out some screws that look interesting that maybe I can find use for, and then the rest is going to go to shred. So in one of the last dumpsters was the one that I said I wasn't going to film picking up every little piece of these, and there's about 35 pounds there in that bag. Nothing is really resellable except for maybe this one AC adapter, and the rest is like 95 plus magnetic, 95+% magnetic. So that whole bag there for that 5-10 minutes of effort is maybe worth about $2 for 35 pounds. I don't know, maybe $3. But this here is probably aluminum cast, and then maybe this. So I will go through it and separate it. And then there's other things like this that you just can't sell on eBay without the box. Nobody wants this kind of stuff. So I'll cut the cords off of that, but almost all of it is just stuff like this. They just dumped it in there, and you can see all the way down. It's just tons of that. And I probably left about 10% behind because I didn't want to dig into the water at the bottom of the dumpster where a lot of that was. This tote is pretty cool, actually. It's you know, something that somebody made out of a copper pipe and galvanized metal. I'm gonna resell this, so that, you know, that copper is probably only worth, you know, $1, $1.50 as it sits, maybe less than that. But yeah, I have an avenue where I can sell something like this, and you know, I'll throw $10 on it. I just sold something that wasn't cool as this for about 10 bucks, and it didn't have the copper handle. It didn't look, you know, like Grandpa made it and just keep in his garage or something. So that's really cool. I like it. And then inside here, you know, I've found some copper with some brass on it and brass pieces, circuit breakers. I think that's a metal bender, so you just bend the metal, you like go along the edge, probably kind of how this thing was made. So little tidbits there. And then this box was completely sealed. I just opened it just now, and inside of it was this, and it's, you know, genuine, well, factory authorized parts, and then inside was a board. So as long as that plastic is completely sealed, I'll take a look and see if that's worth anything, and maybe flip it on eBay, who knows. This probably works. I only have the hose and the unit. There is dirt inside, nothing nasty, so I might flip that for $5–10 on Facebook or something if it does work, because there's no attachments with it. It's probably at the bottom of that dumpster that was found with all the chairs and everything like that. And then the popcorn. So the popcorn, there were 2 other bags in there, but they were cut open. This one they had only cut here at the top. To try to get those out and put it in my vehicle, it would have created a huge mess, and I wasn't sure if I could feed that to the birds and the squirrels. From what I've read, you can, and when they say don't do it, it's mostly like the buttered and the salted popcorn. But these kernels are nice and clean. When you look at the ingredients on the back, it just says popcorn. That's it, you know, no additives or anything like that. So that's the same as, you know, if you take, I think, like field corn and put that out for squirrels. So I'll throw that out and let them eat that as a treat. So this bag in this office clean out means I'm not going to find any trash behind there anymore very soon. This is pretty much the end of the office clean out. I don't imagine there's much. Now hopefully they're going to remodel a little bit and get it ready for, you know, for leasing, and maybe I'll find even more stuff. But you know, this is the 4th or 5th business that I've been hitting and finding pretty good scrap behind the building, and now I'm not going to find anything because of the office clean out. So it's a shame. There's where I go in the complexes, they are like 80% empty, and they're great for a while they're remodeling to get ready for putting it up for lease, but it's horrible afterwards because then it's just a dud and there's nothing there. But anyway, I'm talking and rambling on again, so let's get this bag open and see what's in there, and hopefully it's not too disgusting. All right, so I just sliced it open. I haven't actually taken anything out or looked at it. So yeah, I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's the end of the line for this office. So there's their toaster. Got some press and seal. Their coffee pot. I was kind of hoping maybe there would be a Keurig in here or something. A nice little bucket. You can use that for sorting. A bunch of their coffee cups. So actually, those are completely. I might actually keep those. So. More coffee cups completely unopened. Little basket. I don't do garage sales, so stuff like that means nothing to me. Hoover bags. It's like just a coffee carafe. Can't really do anything but throw that away. That's just all plastic. Another one. Another basket. A couple more baskets. I'll probably drop these off at Goodwill or something. I don't throw stuff like that away. And then that's a full, so that's actually unopened coffee creamer, and I drink Coffee Mate, so I will keep that and put that in my coffee on occasion. Just some, it's like they ordered in lunch a couple of times and then kept the dishes. That's all that's in there. It's just trash. Same thing with this, you know, and when they'd have a potluck or something, they'd go ahead and bring out the dishes and make it easier. So this I can scrap out. There's metal inside there, and actually we don't have an electric can opener. I'll ask the girlfriend if she wants one, but we don't like a lot of crap on the counter for the most part. And this is, well, just a plate that's now broken. Probably from me. And plastic utensils, kniffy, nice dish, that'll go to Goodwill. Little sugar jars, if I can find the lids to those, and those will go to Goodwill. Drop those off. Those are right around the, not too far from me actually, right around the corner. So anything that's usable that I'm not going to keep and I can't recycle, I will throw to Goodwill. And then, you know, in here it's, again, so, you know, Pepper Moon, that just like I mentioned, Pepper Moon Catering, bring all this stuff in, they decide to clean it up, keep it for the next potluck or for anybody to use. And so just it's probably a cake or pie knife in here as well, can opener. all the basic stuff for all of you people that have worked in the office environment, which I spent way too long doing in my life, and glad I'm out of that. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and a sponge, gotta wash all the dishes, so you know, little things like that. So stuff like that, I won't scrap that, I'll donate that along with the Goodwill stuff. So there it all is. Mostly Goodwill type items. Actually, I'll probably, as long as these are clean on the inside and they don't smell, I'll donate those to Goodwill as well. And I don't think they take stuff like this, and I don't know if I'll actually use that, so I'll have to decide. Anyway, so that's what was in there. I did check, there were, and some of you might have noticed there were more bags like that up top, but I did rip open one of them and I looked in, or felt others, and nothing felt like it had any kind of objects like this in it. It just felt like trash, so I didn't even bother with it. But now I need to get all this stuff off my tailgate. I'll pull all this stuff out. I'm gonna have to sort it and look at it. So I'll show you one last shot of what I've got, and then tomorrow we're gonna go on to the scrapyard. All right, so let me go through everything real quick as far as what was in the back of the truck. A couple of interesting things actually, but I almost forgot my conduit. There is the aluminum server tower. I was actually thinking of using that as part of a press that I was gonna make, but I think I'm gonna wait until I find a steel one that would be able to take a lot more pressure. The junction box with the wires, my DirecTV unit. For anybody that's wondering and doesn't already know, those dishes are not aluminum. They're magnetic. Pretty much everything is magnetic on those things. I checked them anyway just in case, but I've never found one that's aluminum. And then there's just some tin. But the interesting thing here is this Elmendorf tearing tester. Now, could be worth something and maybe it's not. So I found one on eBay for $150 for parts, but nothing is selling. There's no record of any of these selling. The ones that are working, they have listed for $400, $500, $600. But the cool thing too is if I don't sell it, I will try to flip it up. Maybe I'll put 50 bucks on it and just see if somebody will bite. But to ship this thing, it is super heavy. It's gonna be like $40 to ship it. So I'll list it up. Don't know if it works. And this is brass, so I could end up taking this apart and just taking the brass off of it. This base is also non-magnetic, or no, the base is magnetic, so just this part is brass. So I'll strip it down for the brass, but first I'll try to sell it. Maybe somebody can use it and I can make a few more dollars on it. This is a pump. I'm gonna attempt to take the motor off, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that. This is a garbage disposal I found in a dumpster. I didn't film. I just looked in, found it, and pulled it out. I'll cut the straps off of this, and then just, that's shred. This box here I actually found in the dumpster with all the doorbell cameras that I usually find. And a lot of times I find, I don't know if it's the business or what, but they dump a ton of hardware, door hardware. So I'm gonna go through all this, find out if there's anything magnetic, take it off, and then the rest I'll go to shred. So that is pretty much everything. Then they got the chairs there. A couple of other little things. I don't know what this is, some kind of fluid dispenser, but I'm not gonna even bother looking that up. That is gonna be taken apart. There's probably some wires in there and maybe some aluminum or brass. So I'll take that apart and look at that. And then I've also got the microwave that I found. I don't take apart microwaves. That's going into shred as it is. And then I've got the top of a shredder. There's enough metal in there for the shredder unit that I'll cut the cord off, and then that'll go into shred as well. So that's pretty much, I think, everything other than a few aluminum breakage parts and some other things. And then that's all the ladder that I took. I even tried to take a couple of pieces that had aluminum attached to them. I don't think, I mean, this stuff weighs nothing. It's not even worth to grind down the rivet and get this off. It's so light, it's just not worth my time whatsoever. And the same thing to cut all these aluminum pieces off, and then I'd have to throw away the rest of it. So I'm just going to throw that all into shred, and that's it.